Always great catching up with my next guest, Bryan Battle, who's going to be back in battle coming up here, UFC Fight Night, August 6th at welterweight against Takashi Sato. Bryan, what's up, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. Thank you for having me on the show, man. You know what I mean? It's always a good time talking to you, brother.
Vice versa, man. Always enjoy talking to you, and a ton of stuff to talk about this fight. First and foremost, I went back and looked at this. You fought as an amateur as a heavyweight. Now you're fighting at welterweight here, man. What brought you to that decision? Because you've had a lot of success at middleweight.
Uh, you know, it really wasn't much of a decision. It was funny after I fought Trey. I wanted to get just bigger and more athletic overall. You know what I'm saying? It was just something where I felt I could be better, and I was actually trying to gain weight. You know what I mean? And so it was crazy because I was training. And I was getting stronger, I was getting faster, but I was losing weight, even though I wasn't trying to lose weight. And, my walking around weight got low enough that I was like, I don't think, it makes sense for me to fight at middle. You know what I'm saying? It didn't seem optimal. I could have still fought at middleweight. I still felt comfortable fighting a lot of those guys physically, but I was like, it just seemed lazy. You know what I'm saying? It seemed a little easy at this point. So, I did a test cut, and the test cut went really well. After that, I let my manager know that, I'm a welterweight now. So, watch out, everybody at 170. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm excited to see everything put to work here, man. I think that's incredible. And again, like I mentioned, you used to fight at heavyweight, so the fact you're fighting at 170, I think, just shows the work you've been putting in, man, which is great. With that said, I imagine this was the right amount of time off, just because you were dropping down a weight class, and obviously new division and everything. Was this sort of ideal timing for you?
Nah, man, I've been ready to fight for a while, to be honest with you.
Okay, fair enough.
I think I have to go back and look, but I did my test cut maybe a month after my last fight, and the whole time I've been ready to, go at it. So, this has been overdue for me, you know what I mean? And I'm really excited for this fight because I have gotten that much better, you know what I'm saying? I have developed as a fighter. So I'm really excited to, not just show off, what I look like at welterweight, but just what I look like, period, now.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Let's talk about Takashi Sato, a vet, 21 fights. What do you know about him? How do you feel like you match up against him here?
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm excited, man. This is a really nice little step up in competition. You know what I'm saying? To someone with a real record. You know what I mean? Someone from a different country. I'm kind of jealous. You know what I'm saying? I've always wanted to fight in Japan, so fighting him would be kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna really enjoy fighting someone with that kind of experience. You know what I'm saying? Who's been there and has done those kind of things. With all that being said, he's a really good fighter. He has a really he's really dangerous if you're not careful. You know what I'm saying? He does have 2 knockouts in the UFC. But with that being said, there are a lot of holes. Not necessarily holes, but just areas that I think I can take advantage of.
Training camp. It seems like everything's going well. I kind of do the little, follow along on Instagram and everything. Who have you mainly been working with, for people who might not know? Who's helping you get ready for this fight?
Well, first and foremost, I'm working with my head coach, Sensei Tom, at Carolina Combat. That's the gym that he just opened up. And, it's been a pleasure being a part of that whole process. You know what I mean? Just seeing the process of seeing a gym come together, but also seeing, the support and all the new people that have come out and, worked with us a little bit. So that's been tremendous. That's where I'm doing the bulk of my work. I'm also doing my athletic training at a spot called Velocity. Great gym, you know what I mean, for all that kind of athletic training. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of NFL guys and basketball guys in there. So that's it's cool not being the most athletic person in the room. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Probably inspiring too, to see some of these other guys in the condition they're in and being like, man, I gotta, like it kind of sets the bar, right?
Well, it's like a little bit of a challenge for sure. Absolutely.
Mhm.
And it'll be funny. I'll be doing something with some dumbbells and I'll be like, dude, this is hard. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, this is tough. And then I'll look over at one of those guys and they're doing it with probably 30 pounds heavier with resistance bands on their arms too. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? They're just moving things. So, and it's funny because, as someone who never made it to that level playing football, like I played high school football, it's funny because when these guys figure out that I'm in the UFC and MMA, you know what I'm saying? They're the ones who are like, oh my goodness, that's crazy. You're a crazy dude. They even think the way I work out is crazy. Like people have like asked me what sport I've played based on the way I work out because they think I'm like a crazy man. So, like they think I'm as cool as I think they are. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of a fun part about it. And outside of that, I don't want to forget Dime. I'm doing my boxing training with Coach James at Dime, and I'm getting a lot of work at Charlotte Jiu-Jitsu, and also working with one of my new coaches, Keith Richardson. Well, it's someone who's been around for a long time, but this is the first time he's going to be in my corner. And so I've been getting a lot of really, really good work in with a lot of really good people.
You mentioned the training with the NFL guys. Do you get recognized at all? Or are you at that point now where people are like, hey, I know you from The Ultimate Fighter and all that?
No, not really.
Okay.
Usually there's one person that recognizes me everywhere I go. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, yeah. And it's always just some dude, you know what I'm saying? And he'll come up and he'll be like, Bryan Battle? And I'll be like, yeah, man. He'll be like, keep on doing what you're doing. I'll be like, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? So,
there you go.
Yeah, no, I'm not getting recognized a ton, but I get recognized a little bit, and I appreciate it every time I do. You know what I'm saying? It really means a lot.
Weight cut, I imagine, is going well. Like I said, you did the test cut. How are things going sort of right now at the time of recording this? Because we're just a few weeks away.
Nah, I mean, where we're at right now, like it wouldn't be a pleasant cut, but if I had to make weight this week, I could make weight this week.
Good for you, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, I mean, don't get me wrong. I still got a lot of work to do to be at a place where I feel comfortable. And
you feel good about it, though. Is kind of what you're saying.
I feel good about it. But now, man, I mean, I'm walking around in a good place. You know what I'm saying? I feel good. I feel strong. I feel athletic. So I feel like I'm in super good shape. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you ever watch any F1?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Oh man, that's been my new obsession since I started watching Drive to Survive. I just like that's like what I watch when I want to blow off some steam. Yeah. And just watching that, and because you could have the best driver in the world. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then you have like the best cars in the world. You know what I'm saying? The ones that are the most optimal cars, the cars that can perform the most. But if you don't have the best driver and the best car, you don't have a champion. You know what I'm saying? You need a combination of the two. And right now, my brain is my driver, and I feel like my vehicle, this is the best my vehicle's ever been. So I'm excited to see what I do when I get out there and it's time to perform.
How's this fight playing out on August 6th?
Man, there's always so many ways it can go. I don't think it gets out of the second. And, that's not like a trash talk now. I think I get misinterpreted a lot. I saw just because I was tagged, I saw Cody on here the other day. He said that I called him and Trayshawn my son.
I was going to bring that up. Yeah, I don't know if you saw that. I was just curious. I was going to ask you about that later, but you might as well address it now. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was just funny because I saw my name tag and I was like, and I saw that me and him had beef. I was like, oh damn, man, I didn't know we had. I mean, I picked him to lose that fight, so I thought that's what he was mad about. I was like, that's fair. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'd be a little, but then what he was mad about, I thought it was kind of funny because I never actually called him my son, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's just something the fans said. You know what I'm saying? So he's not getting mad at something I said. He's getting mad at something the people said, which I thought was kind of funny. You know what I mean? So I guess it just comes with the territory. You know what I mean? So, so with all that being said, I'm not trying to say anything bad about Takashi. I got a lot of respect for him. I got a lot of respect for what he's done. But I really think I can get this done within 2 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's on the ground or the feet, I think I got the tools and the ability to really get in there and get him out of there.
If all goes well here, you want to get one more in this year, would that sort of be ideal and just sort of cap off a really successful year for you?
At least one more. One more. If I could have a quick turn, because I know there's rumors. I don't know if they've settled on anything, but I knew there was rumors about maybe in September there being a card in Atlanta, and I would love to be on a card in Atlanta. I haven't fought in that close to home since 2019. You know what I'm saying? So If, you know, after this fight with Takashi, if I could turn around and get on the card in Atlanta, and then, you know, I could chill after that, but if I could get one more fight, that'd be kind of cool. So,
And
you
this
know,
is
I'll
all.
take what they can get. You know what I'm saying? You eat what you
Yeah.
kill. You know what I'm saying? I'm hungry. You know what I mean?
Bryan, thanks for doing this, man. Always a pleasure. If there's anyone you want to thank, any sponsors or any social media you want to plug, I'll give you the last word.
Oh man, you know, there's always so many people I gotta thank. You know, all my coaches, Tom, Keith, you know, James, John, you know what I'm saying? Everyone that's ever worked with me, Sensei Kevin, Sensei Tony, you know, Jason House at Iridium, Jason and Jacob, um, you know, daggone Blacklight Tattoos, uh man, you know, obviously my wife, you know, I wouldn't be here without her. You know what I mean? It's crazy to me how much stuff I wouldn't do, that she points out to me every day, and I'm like, geez Louise, that's kind of a big deal, you know. But yeah, man, you know, all my training partners, you know what I'm saying, who come out there, and you know, I'm able to push it because they're letting me push it, they're pushing it too. So man, I don't know. I could keep on thanking people all day. You know what I'm saying? There's so many. You know, it takes a real team. You know what I'm saying, to get that performance out there in the cage. So there's a lot of people who really contribute a lot to this that'll never, you know, get a whole lot of shine. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's a lot of people. You know, among the people that I already know.